fruit can be eaten raw or as juice extract, and the pulp can be made to jam. It can also be made into pineapple wine, pineapple vinegar. The byproduct is then fed to cattle. Pineapple grows well in altitudes of starting at sea level all the way to over 1,800 meters above sea level. They thrive in a climate that is warm, humid, and free from extreme temperatures. Pineapple grow in temperatures between 18 degrees centigrade to 45 degrees centigrade, with 25 degrees centigrade being the optimal. They require rainfall of between 600 and 1,500 millimeter, well distributed across the year. In places where rainfalls are unreliable, irrigation can be used, but only overhead and drip irrigation, avoiding flood irrigation. Well-drained sandy loam with a high content of organic matter is ideal. The soil should be easily crumbled to a depth of at least 60 centimeters. The optimum pH value is 4.5. Pineapples are mainly propagated through vegetative propagation. 3 areas are used: the crown, the leafy growth on top of the fruit; slips, the leafy shoot growth arising from the fruit stalk; and suckers, the leafy shoot from the base of the plant where roots grow. Of the 3, the suckers are the fastest, taking 18 to 22 months to start flowering. Slips take 22 to 24 months, while crowns take 25 to 28 months to start bearing. When planting, it's advised you plant double rows 40 centimeters apart and 60 centimeters between the rows, with 20 centimeters from one plant to the other. This will see you harvest up to 110 tons per hectare, with a further 40 tons per hectare for the ratoon crop. In Kenya, pineapples are mainly grown in Kiambu, Malindi, Kisii, Migori, Kericho, and Homa Bay counties.
Okash is the fastest and easiest way to apply for short-term loans from your mobile phone. You can borrow up to 50,000 shillings instantly into your M-Pesa account and become a member of the Okash loyalty program to apply for discounted loans. Okash is an award-winning mobile loan service and is trusted by millions of Kenyans every day. Download the Okash application from Google Play and enjoy easy, safe, and flexible way to apply for short-term loans. Welcome to the Okash experience.
Babe, tunafaa tujue status yetu.
Hapo hapana.
Unaniangusha msee. Namaanisha CRB status.
Wanaume ni madeni, hata gava iko na deni. Kwani mimi ni nani nisikuwe na deni?
Ni muhimu kujua CRB status yako, ndio tujipange. Ama
hakuna mtu akona hiyo time ya kuenda sijui hapa hill, sijui Huduma Centers. Mimi hata siendangi tao kugongea watu milango ati clearance.
Hebu lete phone yako nikushow.
Sawa, shika.
Ni simple sana. Una dial *433#, alafu unaweka agency code 430430, kisha utapata report yako instantly.
Tatoti wewe ni msharp. Ona kama ingia.
Naona kakoka sawa.
You can download the Cristobal app on Google Play Store. Metropol CRB services are also found in Huduma Centers and in over 300 agents countrywide.
Managing your finances starts with questions. Where do I put my money? What opportunities are available for my money? What ratios should go into savings, spending, and leisure, if you may? Now, trying to answer all these questions can sometimes mean you have to understand concepts like savings, loans, forex, stock markets, and sometimes politics. And honestly, sometimes it can get a bit overwhelming. On Eye on the Money, we take you through intelligent investment and finance management decisions so that you keep track of every coin that comes out of your pocket.
Hi guys. What does it take to run a business that succeeds?
What does an entrepreneur need to do for his business to scale up and outgrow his dreams?
What does a CEO need to know to make a decision?
What exactly makes the stocks move up and down?
Strategy, insights, innovation, growth, leadership, analysis. In an economy that's fast-moving, we are ahead of the game. Armed with data and analysis, we delve deep into the numbers that count, with analysis on key sector and company performance. Join me, Terry Chebet, on the first of its kind in East Africa, a show that unpacks industries, speaks to business leaders, decision makers, the movers and shakers who steer our economy. The Capital Point, at this time only on Metropol TV.
On Celebrity Profile, we look at Sauti Sol. Award-winning Afro-pop group Sauti Sol was formed in Kenya the year 2005. At first an a cappella group, its members included Bien Mbaraza, Willis Chimano and Savara Mudigi, who all met at the Upper Hill High School. Later the group joined by guitarist Polycarp Otieno, who at the time was attending the Strathmore School at the Alliance Francaise in Nairobi. The group formed Sauti and immediately wrote their first song Mafunzo ya Dunia, which later debuted in the studio album Mwanzo, which was released on 1st November 2008. They released their second album, Soul Philosophia, on 25th February 2011, with the single Coming Home earning the Best Music Video Award at the 2011 Kisima Music Awards, along with the Best Fusion Artist Group of the Year.
I'm coming home.
2015, the band released its third studio album titled Live and Die in Africa.
I wanna be rich, I wanna be famous, I wanna have lots and lots of money. Soar above the clouds, I wanna be free, like Nelson Mandela. Stand tall like a pyramid, so courageous. No place I'd rather be. Oh na na na, oh na na na. There's no place I'd rather be. Oh na na na. Live and die in Africa. I wanna live and die in Africa.
Which was made available for free download to Sauti Sol fans globally on 21st November, accumulating a total of 400,000 downloads during the free period download.
I wanna be loved, I wanna be remembered, I wanna go down in history. Make my mama proud, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Sauti Sol went on to have several successful tours in Africa and Europe, topping Kenyan charts as well as gaining international attention.
I live and die in Africa. Yeah, I live and die in Africa.
The band has also received both local and international awards with nomination on award shows such as Kisima Music Awards, Channel O Music Video Awards, MTV Europe Music Award for Best African Act, and BET Awards 2015.
What you gonna do? Run, go meet a dad. We don't wanna do. Well, this is Sauti Sol. But the ranking work best, yo. Watch this. Love Confession.
In 2019, Sauti Sol started its own music record label, Soul Generation Records, an investment to the Kenyan and African creative industries 10 years after building one of the most structured independent African music brands. The label is a venture that seeks to mold a generation of epic songwriters, iconic live acts, and consummate musicians. The record label comprises of artists like Ben Soul, Mviri the Storyteller, Kaskazini, and Crystal Asige.
Wakaita polisi, kumbe polisi pia ni shabiki, wakaficha msosi, wakatupata na dishi meza.
Organic farming is an integrated method of farming that strives for sustainable production in agriculture. Organic farming avoids the use of synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, antibiotics, genetic modification, and growth hormones. This concept was developed in the early 1900s by farmers who believed that the use of animal manure, cover crops, crop rotation, and biological-based pest control resulted to better farming system. In Kenya, organic farming started in the 1990s, and Kenya has been producing an estimated 5 million tons of organic food for the local and export markets. Of the total agricultural land in Kenya, only an estimated 1,469 hectares is under organic farming. Broken down in estimated acreage, coffee takes 240 hectares, vegetables take 598 hectares, cereals take 1 hectare, other crops like fruits and animal rearing take up the rest of the acreage. Organic farming is characterized by the following: protection of long-term fertility of the soils, maximum mechanical operation on soils, providing crop nutrients by action of soil microorganisms, ensuring nitrogen soil self-sufficiency by growing legumes, holistic management of livestock by addressing their natural adaptations, behavioral needs and animal welfare. Weed and pests are controlled through crop rotation, diversity, natural predators, and resilient crop. Yields from organic farming is 25% lower than that of conventional farming, but this is counterbalanced by the price organic food fetches in the market. Most of the organic farming in Kenya takes place in the central region. Other areas with potential include the coastal, eastern, western, Nyanza, and parts of Rift Valley regions.
When you hear the word business, what comes to mind? Skyscrapers, fast-moving economy, technology and innovation, dollar versus the shilling exchange rate, financial markets, or better still, the US versus China trade war? Is there a magic bullet that can spark Kenya into economic growth? How about this? How is Africa the next economic frontier? What does that even mean? Questions that keep popping up. Is foreign aid helping Africa develop, or rather is it stagnating it? Does good politics translate into economic development? Well, on Metropol Debrief, we break down business, telling you why it matters and showing you how and when it affects your bottom line. This and much more on the new season of Metropol Debrief at 8 p.m, where we're bold and balanced.
Our special for today is stuffed chicken breast. Basically, it's chicken breast stuffed with cheese, bacon.
Hello there, welcome to another episode of Quick Bites. My name is Nina Siobhan. I'm sitting here with, not even sitting, we're standing, we're about to cook with Chef Andrew, and we are at the heart of the CBD right here in Nairobi at the Afterheart Hotel.
This is chopped garlic. Just something like a half a teaspoon.
A teaspoon?
A teaspoon. Then this is salt. A pinch of salt, just a bit. Kwa umbali kidogo, just a bit. Then white pepper. So this is a white pepper. This is basically for marination. Just a pinch. And oil. So this is our cooking oil. This is our Elianto.
Alright.
Yeah, just a bit. 2 tablespoons of that. So then we're good to go. So this is our marination. Okay, sorry. I forgot to add in some soy sauce. And a bit of soy sauce, just to give it that color and flavor. Okay. There we go.
What taste are you looking after mixing all this? Why do you follow this particular marination?
Okay, you have to follow this marination. You have to follow this procedure because you need to get the taste of the chicken.
Okay.
Yeah. So without the marination, the chicken will definitely be flat.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the next step is we add in our chicken. So this is our chicken breast. It's already buttered. You mix it in the marination. Yeah. So that's our marination.
It needs to fully consume everything.
Yeah. It has to. The marination has to be consuming the breast so that you can get that flavor. Yeah. So that the marination can be absorbed into the breast. This is our beef bacon.
Yes.
Just tap it a bit. You just lay over on top of the chicken breast. Lay over the bacon.
Okay.
All right.
Just one slice.
Just once, yeah.
Okay.
Just one strip of bacon. Lay it on top of the chicken. Then the next process is cheese. So this is our freshly grated mozzarella.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is fresh. So you sprinkle it on top. Sprinkle on top, on top of the bacon. So beef bacon. So some olives. Those are olives, black olives. Right? So those are black pitted olives. Then we are good to go. So definitely whatever you're going to get here is basically Italian, Spanish. So that's where we're headed to. So we are trending. So we have to keep up with the time. Huh?
Oh, keeping up, Chef. Keeping up.
Yeah. So okay, now we have to throw on top some basil, just to give it that flavor, just to give it that touch. Okay. So this is fresh basil, fresh from the farm. Yeah. So expect the flavor that is gonna come out of here to be perfect.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Now, so this is our final process. Then you fold in, you fold it around. So the procedure. So all the ingredients that we put here have to be, all the content has to be wrapped by the chicken breast. Then the next process is you roll it over. Roll it over. So we baked in the oven at a temperature of 180 degrees.
Okay.
For around 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is our oven.
My heart doesn't like it.
It seems like it doesn't like you. So in our baking tin, you just put it inside. Then in the oven.
I don't know why I was of the assumption that it was going to the fridge first.
Oh, it doesn't need to go to the fridge.
Welcome to the home of bitches, luxury and entertainment. County 001, Mombasa County. Mombasa County is Kenya's second largest city after the capital Nairobi, with an estimated population of about 1.5 million people. The county is further divided into 6 sub-counties, namely Mvita, Jamvu, Changamwe, Kisauni, Nyali, and Likoni, each headed by an elected member of parliament, and further divided into 30 wards that are each headed by ward representatives. It is under the administration of Governor Ali Hassan Joho, who is deputized by Dr. William Kingi, Mohammed Faki as senator, Asha Hussain as woman representative, and Evans Achoki as county commissioner. Mombasa is a regional, cultural, and economic hub with an extra-large port and an international airport. Located on the east coast of Kenya, it is an important regional tourism center and is also a second capital to most people. Strategically placed along the Indian Ocean, it has been controlled by many countries due to its historical trading center. Being a tourism destination, it contributes largely to Kenya's tourism industry, which contributed a total of 294.6 billion shillings to the country's economy in 2017. According to a Jumia Hospitality report of 2019, the numbers represent approximately about 3.7% of the total GDP, which by the end of 2018 expected to rise by 5.2% to reach 310.1 billion shillings. Mombasa County is your #1 holiday destination.
Apple fans have a reason to get excited again after the company recently launched a new iPhone exclusive way to make payments and get